Welcome back to Checkmate Clock. Today, we are playing something special. We are playing the Halloween Gambit. This opening is disrespectful, it is dangerous, and it is absolutely terrifying to play against. I played this game recently, and it lasted only 19 moves. Why? Because I sacrificed a full piece on move 4 just to hunt the enemy king. Engines hate this opening, but against humans, it is a lethal weapon. Let me show you how to crush the 4 knights defense. We start with the standard 4 knights game. Pawn to e4, e5. Knight to f3, knight to c6, knight to c3, and knight to f6. Usually, white plays bishop to b5 here. That leads to a slow positional game, but we don't want to draw, we want chaos. So we play move 4, knight takes e5. This is the Halloween Gambit. It looks like a huge blunder. I am just giving away a knight for a pawn. My opponent accepts the gift and plays knight takes e5. Now look at the position. I am down a piece, but in exchange, I get a massive center and immediate momentum. I am going to use my pawns to kick his knights around the board like soccer balls. I play pawn to d4. This attacks his knight instantly. He has to move. He retreats to g6. Now I push again. Pawn to e5. I'm attacking his other knight. Do you see the pattern? I'm developing my center while forcing him to undevelop his pieces. He has to go all the way back home to g8. Look at the board. All his pieces are stuck on the back rank. I have the center. Now I bring out the heavy artillery, queen to f3. I am threatening checkmate in 1 on f7. He has to panic. He plays pawn to c6 to stop my knight from jumping in. But I just reload. Bishop to c4. I am threatening checkmate on f7 again. He is under immense pressure. He defends with queen to e7. Now I play pawn to d5. I want to rip open the lines. He gets greedy here. He sees a check and he takes it. He plays queen takes e5, check. I simply block with bishop to e3. He pushes pawn to c5, thinking he is closing the position. But now I play the move that wins the game. Pawn to d6. This pawn is like a bone in his throat. It completely cuts his army in half. It stops his d-pawn from moving. It controls the escape squares. It traps his king in the center. This single pawn is worth more than the piece I sacrificed. He tries to trade queens to survive. Queen to f6. I take on f6. He takes back with the knight. Even without queens, black is lost because he cannot develop. I capture his pawn on c5 with the bishop. He attacks me. I slide back to a3. Look at my bishops. They are cutting through the board like lasers. He tries to develop his bishop to b7. I castle queenside. I want my rook on the open file. He takes my pawn on g2 with the bishop. I simply check him. Rook to e1 check. He has to move his king to d8. Why d8? Because my monster pawn on d6 covers the other squares. I capture on f7 with my bishop. He is completely paralyzed. He plays bishop to f3, attacking my rook. A normal player would move the rook, but I saw a beautiful finish. I played knight to d5. I'm ignoring his attack. I'm offering him another piece. If he takes my rook, I have checkmate threats. If he moves, I fork him. He decides to take my knight. He plays knight takes d5. And now for the grand finale. Rook to e8, checkmate. His king is trapped. My bishops control the diagonals. My rook delivers the final blow. And that d6 pawn is still there, choking him out. This is why you play the Halloween Gambit. If you enjoyed this game, make sure to like and subscribe to Checkmate Clock. I will see you in the next one.